If you ever wondered where all your money goes at the end of the month, then this video is for you. In the next 15 minutes, I'm going to show you how to build this complete monthly budget tracker in Excel. No templates, no download, just Excel. This tracker automatically calculates your total income, total expenses, your remaining balance. It will update it live as you type. It even changes color when you are overspending. You will get drop-down menus for your expense category, conditional formatting when you go over budget, and a clean summary section that will give you a full picture at a glance. Everything that you see on your screen, we are going to build it step by step. So let's get into it. Here we have a brand new blank workbook. I'm using Microsoft 365, but this works in any version of Excel from 2016 onwards. First things first, let's rename our sheet. We will change its name from sheet 1 to budget tracker. Now let's start with the title, monthly budget tracker. We will take these cells, merge and center. Let's give it a color, blue, white, bold, and 18. Then in B2 we will type month. Currently we are in March 2026. Now let's build our column headers in row 4. These are going to be date, description, category, type, amount, budget, and notes or remarks. Let's add some grid lines. The amount and budget column needs to be in currency. Let's freeze row number 4. We will go to view, freeze pane, freeze pane. Okay. Now let's add some sample data so we can see how the tracker looks as we build it. I will put in a few income entries and some typical monthly expenses. Things like rent, groceries, salaries, that sort of things. So let's start with start of the month. Let's change the date type. And on 1st March, we receive our monthly salary, which is our income. And amount is 12K. Budget will also be 12K. And this is our main job. Now on 1st of each month, we also have our monthly rent, which is expense, and that is 3,500. Budget is also 3,500, and this is due 1st of each month. And we also do some saving transfers on 1st of each month. Monthly saving, which is also expense. These are $1,500. Budget is also 1,500. We have made automated transfer. Now next we have our weekly groceries. Let's say we did that on 2nd of March. Category is food, type is expense, amount was 420, but the budget for this was 400. Next maybe we have car fuel on 3rd March. Category will be transport, type is expense, amount is 280, but our budget was 300. So for weekly groceries we went over budget, whereas for the car fuel we stayed within our budget. Similarly, instead of typing one by one, I will add all the expenses for the whole month. So this is all my monthly income and expense data. I have multiple income sources like monthly salary, freelance projects, TikTok creator fund income, etc. And we have expenses like car fuel, Netflix subscription, electricity bills, lunch out, etc. Now here, to automate our tracker, we will first convert our category column into a drop-down list. We will select all of our data. We will go to Data tab, Data Validation, And here for allow, we will select list and our source will be all the categories separated by comma like income, rent, monthly savings, food, transport, entertainment, healthcare, utilities, and other. We will click OK. And now every cell in this column is a drop down. No more typos, no more inconsistencies. We will do same with column D, but it will have only two options, income and expense. We will click OK. And now this column is also a drop down. This makes data entry so much faster and keeps your tracker consistent. Now let's use conditional formatting to highlight the rows where the type is expense, and it should highlight the row as red whenever we have spent over the budget, and it should highlight it as green whenever we spend under the budget. To do that, we will select our data. We will go to conditional formatting, new rules. We will select use formula to determine which cells to format, and we will use this formula, and bracket start, we will select D5 and we will press F4 twice. We want to have $D5 equal to expense, comma, E5 F4 is greater than F5, F4 twice, bracket close. So for the cells where column D says expense and column E amount is greater than column F. So our spent amount is greater than our budget. So this one we want to highlight it as red. So we will select this one. Okay. And it has highlighted all the rows where we have spent over the budget. Now let's highlight the expenses where we stayed under the budget. So again, conditional formatting, new rules, use a formula to determine which cells to format. And now this time, and D5 F4 is equal to expense, comma, E5 is less than or equal to F5. So we stayed under the budget or equal to the budget. And for this one, we want it to be green. We will click OK, and all the cells where the type is expense and we stayed equal to budget or under the budget, it has highlighted them as green. Now this is helpful because it will save you hours of manual review every month. Now if you feel this is useful, hit that like button. It genuinely helps this video reach more people. Now let's build a summary section, the part that ties everything together. We will type it as summary, margin center, and in summary we want total income, total expenses, balance, and savings rate. To get the total income, we will use formula SUMIF D5 till end of our table, comma. For income part within column D, we only want rows where the type is income, and we want amount from column E. Close bracket and enter. And we got our total income. Let's convert it into currency. Now let's find the total expenses. We will use the same formula. Let's copy it. And in case of income, we will just change it to expense. Let's change it to currency. Our balance is income minus total expenses. And to get saving rate, we will use the formula if error balance divided by total income, comma 0, bracket close, enter. This is a saving rate, so we want it in percentage. Now for the balance, let's apply another conditional formatting. We want this cell to go red whenever the balance is negative, and we want it to be green whenever the balance is 0 or positive. To do that, we will go to conditional formatting, new rules, format cells that contain cell value less than 0, and it should go to red. Again, conditional formatting, new rules, cells that contain cell value greater than or equal to 0, and in this case it should return green. Now let's test if our balance goes red if this amount goes negative. So here, let's make it 4,000. Yes, of course. It goes red and saving rate also gets updated. Let's go back. Now let's add a final touch, a category breakdown. This shows you exactly how much you spend in each category. Let's add the category column. First of all, spending by category. Margin center, we want this format. So first category is rent, then food, savings, we have others, transport, entertainment, utilities, and healthcare. Now to get the amount for each category, we will use formula SUMIF amount, comma, category, comma, and since this is rent, comma, type, which is expense, bracket close, enter. Let's change this format for all of these cells to currency. Now similarly for food, we will use the same formula, just instead of rent we will change it to food. Similarly for savings, we will just change rent to monthly saving. For others, transport, entertainment, utilities, and finally healthcare. Now our combined expense of all of these categories should match our total expense, so let's test it. And it does match the total expenses here. Now let's add some finishing touches here. Let's create a bar chart for our categories. We'll select our data. We will go to Insert tab and we will select a bar chart. Let's remove the grid lines. And let's change the name to monthly spending by category. That's old. And there you have it, a complete, fully automated monthly budget tracker built entirely from scratch in Excel. We have our main table that automatically highlights overspending in red and savings in green. A summary section that calculates our total income, expenses, balance, and saving rate. And a category breakdown chart so we can see at a glance where our money is going. And it all updates automatically. That's it for today's tutorial. If you found this useful, and I really hope you did, please hit the like button and subscribe. If you have any questions or queries, please drop in the comments below. And I'll see you in the next video.